Hey, today we're going to be looking at the Paris acrylic primed linen canvas that's at Jerry's Artorama. This is a very popular item, oil primed, that we carry, so we're featuring it now also for acrylic painters. It's a very nice professional grade linen canvas with a very nice medium fine texture to it. It is made in more of a traditional fashion, like canvases of old, where it's got the copper tacks on the side, nice tight corners. It's back stapled just to keep it out, the excess out of the way. Plus, if you ever need to restretch it, it can be unstapled and untacked, and you've got the extra to be able to stretch it back over. The linen is stretched on pine stretcher bars that, instead of your typical tongue and groove corners, it's called slot lap construction. It makes for a much tighter joint so that it's not going to go out of square easily. It comes with corners that you can place in if you need to tighten the linen. And it's actually hand pumiced and washed very carefully before they ever get to the priming of it. So it's smooth, but still going to have kind of those natural irregularities of linen. But it's opening this up to, people say, who's this even for? Because most oil painters are typically going to paint on linen. That's not always the case. Artists do anything from multimedia to acrylic to may work just in a multitude of colors and styles. And sometimes, if you're like me, painting at 3 in the morning and you go to pull something out of your studio closet and start painting and realize that you've just taken an oil primed linen to do an acrylic commission that you have, because I've done that once or 5 times. So this gives you the ability to have things like this that are more, that are a great professional grade, but that are primed for everything that you do. So that if you tend to occasionally make mistakes or, whatever, and this is going to make that not happen. You're not going to get halfway through a painting and realize that you've got, acrylic on oil. So you could do multiple things with it. Now this is just a little study that was started of this really funny little toad. The paint goes on very smoothly, very evenly. The texture is great. It's really nice to be able to work with linen with acrylic. So it just shows you kind of, what that texture looks like under acrylic with just some very smooth underpainting and a little bit of glazing. So it's the Paris Professional Acrylic Primed Linen Canvases. Give them a try.